My name is Tao He. The name of my topic is an article review on Shuler's article, Music Education for Life, Music Assessment Part 2, Instructional Improvement and Teacher Evaluation, from Music Educators Journal, published in 2012. Scott Shuler, he is the president and the board chair of National Association for Music Education. He published 2 articles on assessment in music education, respectively in 2011 and 2012. In the first article, Shuler examined students' assessment in 3 ways. Why master educators assess students, the process of assessing students, and the primary purpose of student assessment. For the second article, which is the topic of my article review, Shuler explored the role of student assessment in improving instruction and teacher evaluation. This article review is comprised of 2 sections. 1, its review. 2, its critique. At the beginning of this article, Shuler raised a set of questions. What does it mean to be professional? What does a job become a career? Why and how must teachers improve their own practice? What role does assessment play? In the following section, Shuler provides answers to this question. First, he pointed out that many universities' music teacher training programs remain high-bound, stubbornly replicating a nostalgic and somewhat hermetic world of large band, choirs, and orchestras that feel alien to the increasing proportion of K-20 students. He argued that the 120 credit hours in a bachelor degree program in most universities in the United States is not enough to meet the requirement of everything teachers need to know for their careers. In the modern society, every aspect of our life changes rapidly. Unvarying course curricula are not capable of meeting the needs of our constantly evolving society. There is an expanding gap between the skills that the teacher have and the music interest of students in their schools. If our educators are not able to keep their knowledge currently with societal changes, they will not be able to adequately teach music. Shuler stated on the matter, teachers either move forward or they fall behind. Shuler concluded by stating characteristics of professionalism includes tireless pursuit of improved performance, and that educators were ultimately responsible for monitoring and improving the quality of their own work. To achieve this goal, teachers must deem professional growth as their duty. Shuler suggested two ways that educators may improve professionalism. One, under the guidance of effective music supervisors, take advantage of audio or video recordings to identify and remedy their weakness. 2. Use advanced technology, such as the internet, to learn and share experience with teachers in other schools, regardless of the geographic distance. In the second part of this article, Shuler discussed assessment in teacher evaluation. The traditional teacher evaluation model was based on strategies and exhibits established by contemporary experts. Under this circumstance, administrators periodically visited classroom to check how those strategies were used. Completed observation forms then provide teachers with feedback. Teachers received a grade for their work at the end of the year. The traditional assessment model is being challenged. Shuler stated there was no disagreement on the primary purpose of teaching, that is, to help students achieve. However, the traditional view was controversially focused on how achievement should be factored in. The current teacher assessment system established standards for teachers of all subjects. Although this approach may work for teachers of subjects like math and reading, it may not be suitable for music teachers. This universal assessment approach has negative consequences for music education. According to Shuler, encouraging teachers of content-laden subjects such as arts, social studies, and science to abandon the substance of their disciplines undermines the very purpose of education. Also, Shuler believed evaluating teachers of music based on the test scores in subjects they do not teach is not only unfair, it is absurd. Shuler and other experts of National Association for Music Education sought to rectify the teacher assessment quality disparity between music and other subjects. Shuler discussed two documents that detailed possible approaches to the situation. The first document, the National Association for Music Education Teacher Evaluation Position Statement, indicated measures of students' achievement used in teacher evaluation must be based on student achievement that is directly attributable to the individual teacher in the subject area taught by that teacher. The second document, companion to the first one, outlined strategies to help music teacher and program leaders advocate for appropriate evaluation systems. These actions obtained support from government officials, including the U.S. Department of Education and Congress. Shuler include National Association for Music Education has not only gained the respect and attention from those institutions, it is also improving the likelihood that any new federal legislation or regulations will respect the skills and the needs of music educators. During the process of writing this article review, I also read some outside sources. They are Barbarick, Clementson, Hawkinson, and Rowlandson wrote an article named A Comparison of Principal Practice and Music Educator Perceptions Regarding Teacher Evaluation. This article is published in 2016 from the Bulletin of Council for Research in Music Education. In this article, they talk about the teacher evaluation system in recent years has been significantly improved, but the mandatory standards observations forms scored by administrative faculty remain a dominant force for assessing requisite student achievement data. Another article is written by Garrity. This article is published in 2013, named Measuring Music Education, Teacher Evaluation in Indiana, from Music Educators Journal. In this journal, and also another one written by Overland in 2014, named Teacher Evaluation and Music Evaluation, joining the national discussion from Music Educators Journal. Those two authors are talk about amplified improvement in evaluation systems for music teachers in recent years. Besides this, I also checked the music teacher assessment rubric, which is published in 2012 from Indiana Music Education Association, and the teacher evaluation position statement published in 2018 in National Association for Music Education. The following section is my critique. Shuler generated debates over music assessment and teacher evaluation across the United States. His examples of Memphis highlighted the complex situation between the nationwide test scores-based teacher evaluation and the majority of music educators. Music educators often have been evaluated under traditional scoring systems that are effectively for subjects like math and reading, but not for music. In my further study, I noticed that this phenomenon is common in other states of the United States. Information gathered in 4 states by leaders in the field of teacher evaluation, Georgia, Florida, Texas, and Alabama, indicated that the evaluation systems are unfair, especially for music educators. The field experts used a checklist to determine the competency of their school teachers in all subjects. The result indicated that music teachers pervasively received lower scores than that of other teachers. Similar circumstances occurred in Minnesota, where the legislature passed a law requiring all schools to implement an evaluation system that many music teachers struggled to accommodate. Does this mean that music teachers as a group are less intellectual and less competent than other teachers? It would be absurd to believe that is the case. On the contrary, excluding a few situations in which a low-grade music teacher is found not competent to his or her job, many music teachers are well trained and committed to succeed in their job. The explanation to these issues may be that music teachers' effort and behaviors are not recognized by suitable evaluation systems. However, their appropriate behaviors and efforts are especially important in teaching music. Considering the status of music educators, why are the comprehensive test scores-based teacher evaluation systems unfit for music teacher evaluation? Other subjects, such as math and reading, are primarily based on verbal cognitive mode. According to table, the mode owes something to cognitive philosophy. It is also heavily depend on the process product research of the past 20 years. However, music teacher involves not only verbal cognitive activities, but also heavy use of fine motor skills. In traditional teacher evaluation systems, observers employ the category of questioning to examine teachers' competency. The teacher asks students a particular question, then the student answers or records related knowledge. In music teaching, the situation is different. For example, a piano student is requested to play 4 measures of the beginning of a Bach 2-part invention. The teacher's questioning is the examination process. The piano student's response to that question indicates 1. The student knows what a polyphonic texture is, and 2. The student can apply his or her knowledge in a music performance. On this occasion, the traditional teacher evaluation systems play a limited role in assessing music teachers. One common teaching mode unique to music educators is demonstration or modeling. For example, instrumental students need to imitate their teacher's demonstration performance. This kind of teaching mode evades fair assessment by the verbal, cognitive, model-focused, test scores-based evaluation system. Music teachers' inability to receive satisfactory scores for using traditional teaching method in their field may hold negative consequences for both teachers and students. For instance, to receive higher teacher assessment scores, music teacher may be forced to adopt new teacher evaluation score optimized method that ultimately provide inferior learning experience to students. Fortunately, in some states, this difficult situation for music educators was alleviated. For example, the Indiana Music Education Association offered a local solution called the Indiana Music Teacher Assessment Rubric. The rubric, which rates teachers on 7 categories of behavior, claims several advantages over generic models: content-specific language, and categories designed by and for other music educators. These 7 music teacher competencies can be found on the website of Indiana Music Education Association, which are: 1. Teach comprehensively. 2. Engage students in a variety of music experiences. 3. Differentiate instructions. 4. Provides for the application of music skills and knowledge. 5. Utilizes musically appropriate assessments. 6. Demonstrates a commitment to cross-curricular instruction. 7. Provides a model for professionalism. This rubric has several advantages. First, it is developed by music teacher rather than others who might lack the knowledge of music. Second, each competency relates specifically to music teaching and learning processes. Third, these competencies are easier to read and understand than other generic rubrics. Okay, everyone. Thank you for listening to my article review. That's all. Thank you very much.